The APC deputy governorship candidate for Bayelsa State, Degi Eremienyo, says his right to a fair hearing was breached. Mr. Eremienyo reacted for the first time to the Supreme Court judgment that sacked him and the Bayelsa State APC governorship candidate David Lyon. He calls for a review of that judgment and a thorough investigation to be carried out to determine the authenticity of his school certificate. Correspondent Lawal reports.
The man in the eye of the storm, Degi Eremienyo, APC deputy governorship candidate of Bayelsa state election, finally breaks his silence 8 days after the Supreme Court's judgment on Bayelsa state election.
It is now public knowledge.
He acknowledges how devastating the news of the judgment has been. He condemned all forms of forgery and criminal allegations contained in the judgment delivered.
When the Supreme Court had taken a decision, it is final, but there is always a window to exploit if you are unfairly treated. And so I am aware that my party and of course the candidates have headed to the Supreme Court of Nigeria by way of applying for a review of the judgment, which we consider very, very unfair. And we believe
Mr. Degi Eremienyo is hopeful that a review process of the judgment, backed up with proper investigation into his certificate, will set things right.
I therefore call on the relevant authorities, especially the Nigeria police, to conduct a serious and thorough investigation into the names appearing in the certificates and the certificates themselves, and make the outcome of the investigations public.
This is not the first call of review of Supreme Court's judgment, with the cases of Imo and Zamfara State already before the Apex Court. Whether the Supreme Court will entertain the call for the review of the Bayelsa State governorship election is still not certain. Habidah, TVC News, Abuja.